Mishki here, joining the GL world to pitch my new podcast, which now comes out twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. The show features an extraordinary array of exotic circus performers, forgotten Hollywood starlets, reclusive Fortune 500 CEOs, professional taxidermists. Wait a minute, that's a different promo. Where's the promo for GLers? Here it is. Let's try this again. Mishki here, pitching my new podcast. We're out of time? Could I do it again?
Avoiding your unfinished home projects because you're not sure where to start? Thumbtack knows homes, so you don't have to. Don't know the difference between matte paint finish and satin? Or what that clunking sound from your dryer is? With Thumbtack, you don't have to be a home pro. You just have to hire one. You can hire top-rated pros, see price estimates, and read reviews all on the app. Download Thumbtack today.
Josh Arnold Wait a minute. Let's bring the mic down here. Jeez. Let's start that over, Larry.
Okay.
Don't be saving that stuff.
No, I'm not saving it at all.
Turn this down a bit. Ready?
Yep.
Josh Arnold Investment Consultant brings you Garage Logic Podcast number 1660, November 13th, 2025. 71 degrees, the record high on this day. That was 1999. And it was 0 on this day in 1986. Call Josh Arnold at 952-925-5608 for a free 48-minute consultation.
Hail the flashlight king.
And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Haidt in the newsroom, and of course, the rookie. Here is your flashlight king, fireworks commissioner, and the keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Soucheray.
Nick tells me he attended the St. Thomas-St. Cloud hockey game Tuesday. Did they play on Tuesday?
That's weird. Maybe was it it would have been an exhibition.
But he notes that St. Cloud had a penalty called against them for, get this, too many participants on the ice.
Oh no! We cannot allow that to happen.
Has to go here.
Is there a distinction? Was it male or female Tommies?
Wouldn't have made any difference.
I agree.
If it was women, you'd say too many women on the ice.
Just too many men is covered.
I did look last night for the Aurora Borealis, but I found it disappointing. I didn't use the camera. I went with the eye. And I get a note here for Mike from Mazeppa. You boys listening?
I know where Mazeppa is.
I have to say, Joe, sometimes listening to your show, the rest of us feel really damn smart.
Good start there, pal. Okay.
Just like when we compared ourselves to William H. McCoy in the show Shameless. I don't even know what that's referring to. Something I remember from my school days.
Macy, not McCoy.
I don't know. Something I remember from my school days of attending Mayo High School Planetarium. The director said we could see about 6,000 stars and planets with the naked eye. However, pick up an average set of 10 by 12 binoculars, and there would be millions of stars that we could see, more than we can count. Cameras, Joe, are a light capturing device. Just like when your great-grandmother was trapping out of the hut, the longer the trap was open, the more likely it would be to capture something. What?
Your grandma trapped?
Trapping out of this. Are you really yelling loud right now so I can hear you directly? Or does your voice come out through an electronic box that broadcasts your voice through speakers in my car?
Ooh.
Or if you fall down the stairs at your house when nobody's there, do you make a sound? Having fun at your expense. Enjoy the show.
Oh, so he's not being.
He says
playing.
Sauce on the way. Is this a guy who sent us something?
What's his first name?
Mike from Mazeppa.
That might be Mike, the salsa guy.
Well, obviously he said sauce.
The dog guy. He was the dog trainer, the service dog trainer
Was it?
And he brought a sauce at the
service dog
sauce
guy that we know is a local guy. This is Mazeppa.
Maybe he moved to Mazeppa.
He was right. Your Tommies did take on St. Cloud State Tuesday, November 11th. They won 3-1.
At home, I wonder?
It was at the Lee and Penny Anderson Arena.
Well,
that place does look sweet.
Well, St. Thomas, boo.
You know what I can't wait to do is just drive around and look for a parking spot because I know all the residents.
That's fun.
Well, I've got let's stop right now.
Okay.
I've noticed no problems whatsoever. I've gone by there on the occasions of the start of both a hockey game and a basketball game on my way somewhere else, and there was not a traffic problem.
Do you think it's time for those neighbors to take down their yard signs?
So.
Okay,
I think
because
so.
it's complete now, right? There's no.
I did have to take that way home yesterday, the River Road and all that deal. Mm-hmm. Boy, if you're not paying attention, it's pretty easy to hit somebody that's either running or on a bike as at past sunset. Holy cow!
Oh yeah, at dusk.
I just don't like civil twilight. It's called civil twilight.
I mean, I'm 10 and 2 and going 23 miles an hour.
Right.
Now the best note I've received on the lights,
yes, sir,
from our friend Carl Bear in Northfield. Mm. I suppose you will receive hundreds of emails on this topic, but I have a slightly different take since I was an international airline pilot. Mm-hmm. On Tuesday, the Aurora Borealis was awesome to behold here in Northfield. Possibly the best I've ever seen. And yes, we could see the aurora without using iPhones and even with all the ambient light pollution. Wednesday night was a dud, though. Couldn't see much of anything, and I didn't feel like driving out into the cornfields to try again. That was kind of my attitude last night.
Same. I'm the same with you.
The majority of my flying career was spent flying over the ocean, either the Atlantic getting to Europe or the Pacific getting to Japan. Atlantic crossings were always overnight and usually pretty far north into the high latitudes above Iceland. It was always exciting to see northern lights, and they were usually obvious as soon as the sun set. I recall one night when flying from Boston to Paris, we saw the aurora as soon as we reached cruising altitude 35,000 feet, and it seemed as though the aircraft was completely bathed in light for the next 2,000 miles. Wow. Sometimes we would invite flight attendants up to enjoy the view, but we were discouraged from making PA announcements about northern lights. Management supposed that would give the passengers the wrong idea about flying and make it seem like the pilots were just rubbernecking out the windows, which we were, of course. Mm-hmm. Carl from Northfield. Can you imagine flying across the Atlantic and you're bathed in those lights for 2,000 miles?
That would be pleasantly distracting.
That would get me to fly to Paris.
Yeah.
I know you mentioned it yesterday. Where was your pilot? What was his destination to and from when he took the photos?
He was in the sky.
Oh, my son-in-law, he was flying from St. Louis to Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And he had a wonderful view. But now I've gone to Europe 8 times. I've never seen the Northern Lights, and I had to take Carl's route. For all I know, Carl was flying the plane.
You know what was off?
Timing.
Your timing was off.
Well, at the risk of just going down a rabbit hole, which we don't have time to do, apparently they're not visible every night.
No, you have to have certain conditions. And
thank you for that.
Wavelengths.
Fact-based. Thank you, Hans. This is the listing of penalties from the game as taken from College Hockey News.
Yeah.
The St. Thomas St. Cloud State game. The bench was too many players, and you were correct. Third period, they don't give me a time, but it was on the bench, not on a specific player.
He said the word was players.
Yes.
Our emailer said participants.
Yeah, this says too many players. But this is according to a website.
How would Joe Namath make that call?
Players.
Thank you, Hans.
Thank you.
Player. More about Jamal Osman's carjacking. And then get ready for a test, all of you.
Okay.
Gabe, I already told about.
We already. Okay.
You'll need it's not a test. It's going to be more of an exercise.
All right.
Any paper for this?
The Star Tribune reported an Osman's car incident and stated Osman recalled how he was talking on the phone in his parked, rented Volkswagen near Lake Street and Portland Avenue, near a coffee shop on the southern edge of the ward he represents. He said the vehicle was rented for his campaign to transport people to vote. I have a lot of questions.
Oh, that's
Whoa, me too, immediately.
Why a rental? Does he own a car?
that's exactly what I wrote down. Rented car.
The election was last week. Why is he still driving it? Who pays for it? Any bets it was a nonprofit? Perhaps he didn't want his car to be spotted on Portland and Lake on a call. Well, whatever. Those are interesting questions that I can't answer. I have an exercise for you, and I mean it seriously.
But wait a minute. That wasn't part of what we're supposed to write down?
Are we done? Can I put this away?
No, I didn't tell you yet what the exercise is.
That was pretty easy.
You wasted your time writing that down?
Well, no, because I thought you were going to bring up rented car. And
Rental.
is it already early voting for 2026? Like, what are we doing here?
Lights.
Seriously.
All
This
right.
is serious. Write down as many as you want, as quickly as possible, whatever comes into your head, what you consider the most significant potential threats to your status as a free American citizen.
Say it again.
Write down what you think are the most potentially significant threats. Everybody at home can do this too. To your status as a free American citizen. I'll write mine down too, okay?
Do we have a limit or just as many?
No, as many as you
Okay.
want, but I think we should set a time limit because, we're doing a podcast.
Okay.
We haven't reached that time limit yet.
All right.
Can I get some dialing music here?
No? It's a serious question. Write down what you think are the real threats to your freedom, your status as a free American citizen.
Okay.
That silence is necessary. It's untoward, but it's necessary. I'm about ready to call the clock. I'll give you a few more seconds.
If we discuss matters, are we allowed to add to, I didn't even think of that. Are we allowed to add to that during the course of conversation? Or
if you wish.
Okay. Because I think I'm pretty much ready.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Reavers, just your list.
Global warming.
I thought it was supposed to be serious.
It was.
I'm joking. Inflation. I'm terribly worried about that.
All right.
I'm worried.
Now, again, threats to your status as a free American citizen.
Okay. I'm worried about safety.
All right.
Whether it's the invasion of illegals. I'm also, after listening to Andy Luger talk with Kenny and Jay last week, I'm terribly worried about online terrorists and predators, especially with two boys that are online quite a bit.
Great so far. Good answers. Yeah.
Taxes, does that count?
Well, in the sense that I suppose it threatens your economic freedom. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. But safety is probably my chief concern.
Right. In the absence of height, and Kenny will include our social media director. Gabe, what did you put down?
These are in no particular order, but I have lack of infrastructure from the government, lack of investment. I have lack of free speech. I have loss of competition in the free market, not government competition.
That's a good one.
Only government education. And I did a last one of losing of state rights.
All right. Rook?
I only have two.
Okay.
Bear arms and free speech.
What about bearing arms?
I think there is going to be a movement to, as in St. Paul, saying we're banning assault weapons. I think there's going to be a movement to get rid of course, assault weapons, but I don't think they'll stop.
I don't even think you need to say St. Paul.
There.
I think you could say Minnesota, because this is a governor spearheaded deal.
I'll give you my answers, and I'll come back to you.
Okay.
I said the failed academy, because it's turning out we have a very mass stupidity problem. the ideological corrosiveness of DSA candidates, and the loss of the country's sovereignty. Because remember, I said the word potential. What are the potential threats to the loss of your status as a free American citizen? Now, it's uncanny that you, of all people, ruined the exercise. And by ruined, I mean, I was going to say when we were all done, well, none of you mentioned this new ordinance in St. Paul calling for a ban of assault weapons.
Yeah.
And you did.
I did.
Because I do rank that.
Way to ruin the bit, Rook, by getting it right.
Damn it.
No.
I'm going to go back to being dumb, Algernon.
No. It is interesting that you had that. That's interesting because
he's been attending the University of Garage Logic.
I failed academy though.
But I wouldn't have had that, and I'll tell you on account of. I'll tell you why. Well, first of all, it's toothless. It means nothing. Some disturbed cretin who's going to shoot up a school is not going to care that the St. Paul ordinance would forbid him or her carrying a assault-style rifle in the city limits. But beyond that, I don't feel my freedom as an American citizen is threatened by this ordinance. Now you're going down. You're taking the slippery slope attitude. Mm-hmm. I'm not. This is just merely another ordinance for honest people. They're not going to do it anyway. And as I said, it's toothless. They want some signs thrown up around town that says we don't want this.
But it doesn't do anything. It makes them feel important. And there's really no way, truth be told, there's no way that people are going to, down the road, not even assault, turn in their guns.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think my freedom as an American citizen is dented by the fact that in St. Paul, I am not to be in possession of an assault-style weapon. I don't feel that my freedom as an American citizen is threatened.
Okay.
In other words,
ding.
I can live without it. We don't. I'm very comfortable saying we don't need it, which is going to really anger 9 out of 10 GLers listening.
Well,
but my point is, it has nothing to do with depriving me of anything. I can still own a variety of weapons. Now, what you're suggesting is that the day will come, well, it's assault weapons today, and then tomorrow it's going to be a shotgun, and then the day after that it's going to be your deer hunting.
We're scratching the surface.
And then your pistol that you take to target practice, and on and on and on. That's been tried. It hasn't worked. This is what was anticipated they would do. It's meaningless, but it doesn't bother me.
But I would also add that if you owned an assault rifle, it would stay inside of your home, in your possession. Well, nobody in St. Paul would know that you had one.
Honest people are not affected by this ordinance.
Right.
In fact, no one is affected by this ordinance. The criminal's going to do, the disturbed person's going to do what they want to do, and the law-abiding, moral, and ethical assault rifle owner is not going to use it to shoot up a school.
That's correct.
So the whole thing is just floss. It's just
the criminal's not saying, "Hey, wait, this is banned."
Wait a minute,
I can't use this.
I can't go there because I saw a sign. So I can't do that. The other thing that I'd have to, and I don't even want to pursue it. There's already been a lawsuit filed by the Gun Owners Association. I get it. I get the whole thing. I'm just saying, for me personally, this doesn't alarm me.
No.
It does not alarm me as a threat to my status as a free American citizen. The DSA alarms me more. The threat to the country's sovereignty alarms me more. The kids being churned out by the failed academy who just elected a communist to run the world's largest city, financial city, that alarms me more. This doesn't alarm me as a threat to my loss of freedom, and it's not going to affect anybody.
And how about your guy, Mom Donnie? with the whole free buses deal.
Yeah.
It's already been shot down.
Well, he can't do it.
No pun intended, sorry.
Right.
And he hasn't even taken office yet.
But I was looking forward to saying none of you put down this ordinance, and Rookie of all people came up with it. That struck you as a fear to your freedom.
Matthew, well done.
Yeah. Sorry.
What was the other thing you said?
Free speech.
Lunch.
Down the road, you're not going to be able to say I don't like or I don't want to.
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah.
Without some, I don't know what the free speech police are going to be, but something.
Well, we've already seen that tentacle on social media to some extent. You know,
There's one more thing to say about this ordinance. I'm not sure of the language, and I think it's such a meaningless ordinance that I don't intend to pursue it. But I believe the wording is you are not to be in possession of an assault weapon or large capacity magazines and binary triggers. Does that mean I can't walk around with one in my possession, or does it mean I can't literally own one? And I don't know what the language means.
This is the day we need Kenny here.
And either way, I don't care. I'm just tired of the whole thing. I'm tired of being told that I need an assault rifle to protect my freedoms. If you'd pay more attention, your freedoms are far more threatened by other things than they are with you being forbidden to have a machine gun in your house.
You're right.
Or if it's in your house, fine. You get to have one.
The quotes from the city council and the city council
They're all
president,
meaningless. They're all meaningless.
Right. It was just silly.
Yeah, the whole thing is serious. We're going to get some new signs and put them up at the parks and the libraries. Okay, that's fine. But
that ought to do it.
You know,
right. Forget about the handguns that are already there.
Legally, moral, and ethical owners are unfazed by this. It doesn't mean anything. And I thought the exercise would go to show that we're all thinking of other things that are a threat to your freedom.
Rookie is sorry to let you down.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't let me down. He
threw a little curve.
He threw a curve. He caught that. You must have actually read the paper.
There's no way in hell I could catch a curve in my life.
Yeah.
It's tough enough for a change up.
Well, it's a good time to tell you about a law firm, Bradshaw and Bryant. They're personal injury attorneys, and if you're like me and many other people, you may not know what to do if you've ever been injured in an accident. The insurance people and the adjusters, they can be very confusing. Mike Bryant from Bradshaw and Bryant has a team. They'll explain your rights. They represent you. They help you through a tough time. Mike is recognized as a super lawyer and has been named among Minnesota's top personal injury lawyers by Minnesota Law and Politics. I hope you're never in an accident, but if you are, call Bradshaw and Bryant at 800-770-7008 or go to minnesotapersonalinjury.com. Your case evaluation is free. Please don't be part of the problem. Don't text and drive or drive distracted. That's just common sense from Bradshaw and Bryant.
Reavers here once again for my guy, Mr. Money Talk, Josh Arnold. Does thinking about retirement make you uncomfortable? Well, sometimes the anxiety from wondering if you've saved enough can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could ease those tensions in just 48 minutes? Well, Mr. Money Talk is going to be able to sit down with you and get you on the right track for your financial future. Josh has navigated it all when it comes to uncertain market and economic conditions, and he'll always provide straight talk, never sugar-coated advice on how to reach the finish line with your retirement goals. Don't let your financial worries give you an ulcer or keep you from calling Josh right now. His 48-minute, no-obligation consultation could be just what you need to feel better about your future. Call Josh today at 952-925-5608 and set up your free 48-minute, no-obligation consultation. That's 952-925-5608.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Chris Reavers is a paid endorser.
The earth is not your mother. The Joe Souchere Show.
Garage Logic welcomes Mike Schoonover from Schoonover Body Works to the program. And before we get to, we have a couple items to get to. I just want you to briefly, for 30 seconds, talk about this, because you guys really helped us out when Gabe was T-boned and he had some repair work done by you guys. You forewarned me that the insurance companies will fight tooth and nail against you if you do this yourself. If you have a professional that helps you, you might be able to get through unscathed. And even with your warning and with your help, yes, there was a couple of items that the insurance companies
Your question's taking 30 seconds.
I know. But I just wanted to say how great it was that Schoonover took care of 99% of it and said they're not always going to give you 100%. So you guys are very good advocates when a nobody comes in.
I don't even know what the hell you're referring to.
Well,
Mike helped you with your insurance problems.
Yes, but he forewarned me and said they may not cover 100%.
Ask the question again. Joe was confused.
I don't even think he was listening.
I don't know if that was a question, but it sounded like more of a statement. But Rook, I get your vibe. Yes, insurance companies are looking out to protect their interest and try to minimize how much they pay out in claims. And unfortunately, they're all bad actors right now, and they are not looking out for consumers. So the situation you guys had is the same situation that most consumers have with their insurance companies and the repair shops they're dealing with. Is they just want to minimize how much they pay, and they want to maybe cut corners or maybe not pay for all procedures. But we won't allow that to happen, because folks, those cars that we drive around now are what's the average price of a car now? 30, 40, 50 grand.
Yep.
And if something's not right, there's going to be a light on that's going to tell you that, something's not right, and we can't take chances with that. So yeah, Rook, I think you're all over it.
Hats off to you. Thank you. Now let's get down to business. We've got Give to the Max Day coming up just around the corner. And we, of course, want you garage logicians to participate in that. And you guys are listed on Give to the Max Day. And it's been pretty successful over the past couple of years, and I hope expectations continue for 2025.
Yeah, we're really fortunate to have our relationship with Hubbard and you guys and Score North, I think is that, am I saying that right? Score North?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we're very fortunate and blessed to have that relationship with you guys and helping us out with this. These these heart screens that we do now, in the past they used to cost around $3,000 by the time you got done. Feeding volunteers, giving them a T-shirt, paying for all the medical and administrative supplies or business supplies and stuff like that, and then giving an AED to the school. But now this past year, we're starting to give away these AEDs that go outside in these cabinets. So that the cost of those outdoor AEDs, they're called save stations. They're $7,000, but they're well worth it because they're not tucked in behind an office door, or they're not locked inside of a building, during the weekend when nobody's there. These are outside where people are. Kids are playing on playgrounds. There's pickleball courts nearby. There, whatever. So we're really, really fortunate to be able to have the support from GLers and other followers to help us raise the money and get these things outside into the places where people are playing, and if something happens, there's equipment there to help them out.
Thank you, Michael. You are the absolute best. If you need any other...
When is the exact day Give to the Max Day?
A week from today.
A week from today. All right. Let's talk to Mike about it then, too.
Yeah, a week from today. I'll give you a recap. This Saturday, we're having our Roseville heart screening, and I have to say this is the first time that we have over 200 kids registered for it. We have a full boat of physicians, a full boat of echo technicians, and so we're really excited. So I'm really looking forward to next Thursday to give you guys the recap of the amount of kids we screened and what we did.
And you're willing to match the first 1,096. Of course, 96 is in honor of Patrick's hockey jersey number, but you're on board for the first 1096.
You betcha.
Appreciate that.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mike.
All right, boys. Have a great day.
Yeah,
thanks,
you too.
Thanks, GLers.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Mike
you.
Schoonover, SchoonoverBodyWorks.com.
Let me try to mitigate the letters I'm going to get.
About
Shows like this, I would imagine, are expected to be angry and objecting to the ordinance in St. Paul. Why, that's a threat to us gun owners, and on and on and on and on.
That's how I watched it last night in the news. Not angry,
that's
but
fine.
I
got it.
What's
I got
going
it.
on?
I got it. And I bet if people would really stop to think and they're really honest, you could come up with 10 things that threaten your freedom or are more likely to threaten your freedom than your inability to possess in public an assault-style rifle.
Yes.
All right. For example, I'm more in fear of the ongoing election of candidates who think guns are the problem. Guns are not the problem among moral and ethical people. It's the great dumbing down of the mass of us is more of a problem. That's all I got to say. I think it'd be great if we lived without the fear of a kid going to school and some crackpot showing up with an assault style. I mean, you still might get a kid show up. Let's put it this way. If somebody shows up intending to do harm with that style of weapon, this ordinance won't impact that.
Correct. It's
can I attempt to help?
Meaningless.
But I think I'm in a big hole with the listeners. But you know what? I don't care because I'm tired of this BS.
I think the overriding point with both of this is what would eliminate a lot of these problems is if the likes of Mary Moriarty and who's your guy in Ramsey County?
John Choi.
If they would actually do what they're supposed to do and put the bad guys behind bars, we would eliminate about 90% of these problems. Is that fair?
Yeah. I just knew that this would be a story that where the likes of me should be expected to disagree with it.
But the only people that introduce...
But here's the truth of it is I don't care about this ordinance. A, it's meaningless, and B, if it somehow had meaning, it wouldn't bother me.
How many occurrences of assault weapons have been seen at a park in how long in St. Paul?
I'm sure there has been. I can't name them off the top of my head.
But go back
minimal.
and the video that Jim Rubin told us about on 19th and Nicollet. Mm-hmm. Is any city ordinance going to stop that guy? No, none of this is going to. So put that guy behind bars, and that eliminates any problems.
The fear, the threat to your freedom is the decline of moral and ethical integrity.
100%.
It's the decline of moral and ethical integrity that leads to these kinds of ordinances.
Yep.
And will it lead to more in the future? I have no idea. Probably not. But the enunciation thing is the birth of this, and that was so visceral and so horrible and so tragic that it stands to reason that you're going to get action from city councils. I'm surprised Minneapolis hasn't done it. Or maybe if they have, I don't even know. But that's my take on it.
Okay.
All right. You know what you want to be fearful of?
I do.
How about furries?
They've frightened me already, yeah.
We got a guy in Michigan. He identifies as a honey badger.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
This has been reported on a number of news sites. His name is Sam Smeltzer.
Of course.
Of course it is.
I guess I'd want to be a furry too.
An IT specialist who identifies as a honey badger and goes by the name Elion Badger. He has a history of violent posts on Blue Sky. He celebrated the Charlie Kirk assassination. He said the country deserved 9/11. He's running for Congress in the House of Representatives in Michigan's 7th Congressional District, currently represented by a Republican named Representative Tom Barrett. Smeltzer, who has also praised the assassination of Kirk, He also praised the assassination of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. He once posted that the printer cut off for me. On the day Kirk was assassinated, Smeltzer posted an image of a skeleton wearing a Nazi hat. I, for one, celebrate the death of every Nazi, he said. Smeltzer also said that Thompson's killing, the healthcare guy, was helping to cure my depression. Ooh. He also appeared to call for using the guillotine to execute wealthy people. We need to find their mansions, yachts, and jets, and they all need to be burned, he posted Friday in a thread about the $1 million compensation package that Musk apparently is trying to get from his shareholders. He also targeted the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents on multiple posts, vowing to send them to the gulags. Anyway, he's just, he's more of a threat. I mean, the election of these kinds of people is more of a threat to your freedom than a gun, the loss of a gun, the inability to buy a machine gun, the loss, the election of these kinds of people. Because this can't lead to a functioning civil country when you got some fruitcake running around who thinks he's a honey badger.
I don't think you. I think you're underestimating just how bad that this could possibly be. This guy,
I'm not.
Yeah, no, this guy dressed up as a honey badger.
Yeah.
This is the honey badger.
Yep.
It's pretty bad. Look, it runs all over the place. Whoa, watch out, says that bird. Ew, it's got a snake. Oh, it's chasing a jackal. Oh my gosh. The honey badger has been referred to by the Guinness Book of World Records as the most fearless animal in all of the animal kingdom. It really doesn't give a If it's hungry, it's hungry. Ew, what's that in its mouth? Oh, it's got a cobra. Oh, it runs backwards. Now watch this. Look, a snake's up in the tree. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger don't give a shit. It just takes what it wants. Here's a house full of bees. You think the honey badger cares? It doesn't.
No. House full of
bees. It goes right into the house to bees to get some larvae. How disgusting is that? It eats larvae. Ew, that's so nasty. Oh, what a crazy...
All right, thank you. Thank you. They are difficult animals. They're very tenacious.
Plus, they don't give a bleep.
But here, this guy is he you know what? And here's the sad part about where America is today.
What's that?
Hell, he might win.
Yep.
He might win. Because he's running against an evil Republican.
Oh, we got it. We cannot let that happen.
What is going to happen here? Let's get him on the show.
He really, really doesn't like billionaires. He wants all of them killed.
Well, they should pay their fair share.
Yeah, they do, Chris. Maybe Musk doesn't. I don't know. Musk got a lot of accountants.
You want to...
What?
We can do this before you get into your next topic.
No, I know what we're going to do. We're going to have a Mysterian Roundup.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to set it up. The U.S. Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, announced today, that was yesterday, that the California Department of Motor Vehicles has admitted to illegally issuing, talk about a threat to your freedom.
This is exactly what I was talking about when I said safety.
Has admitted to illegally issuing 17,000 non-domiciled commercial driver's licenses to dangerous foreign drivers. Thanks to the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration's ongoing audit, each of these licenses is being revoked. After weeks of claiming they did nothing wrong, Gavin Newsom and California have been caught red-handed. Now that their lies have been exposed, 17,000 illegally issued trucking licenses are being revoked, said U.S. Secretary of Transportation Sean Duffy. This is just the tip of the iceberg. My team will continue to force California to prove they have removed every illegal immigrant from behind the wheel of semi-trucks and school buses. Notices have been issued to the 17,000 non-domiciled commercial driver's license holders. Non-domiciled must mean illegal immigrants.
Yeah, yep.
That their license no longer meets federal requirements and will expire in 60 days. California will have to provide a full audit of all its non-domiciled commercial driver's licenses so the agency can verify that every illegally issued license has been revoked and that the failures that allowed these licenses to be issued are corrected. That's more of a threat to your freedom than me not being able to own a machine gun.
This should anger every single person.
Because I got other guns. I don't need a machine gun.
Right. But it's almost become that if you point this out, if you object to this, you're a racist. It's what this category falls under.
But then I'm a racist.
And it's so maddening that this was taking place.
This is a press release from the U.S. Department of Transportation.
And the fact that every one of these people that were handed one of these are driving an 18-wheeler down a freeway.
Well, we've already seen the result of this with the guy who tried to do a U-turn in the middle of a freeway.
Yep.
And killed people.
There was one video that I saw where and again, you never know what you can trust on social, and I get all that.
I don't trust much of it.
But there's a guy, he ain't from here, I'll put it that way. He's cooking food in the passenger seat of his rig.
What, did he have a hot plate rigged up?
It was almost like a little Coleman grill kind of a thing.
Well, that doesn't work.
No.
That's not good.
And I'll say the same thing I've said 100 times in this show. Nobody hates these guys being behind the wheel more than really good truck drivers.
Well, of course.
And I happen to know many of them in my family.
It gives them a bad name.
Yes. And the only reason they were given these is because all of these companies are so desperate for people to work that's why this started in the first place. Especially in California because of regulations.
What else do you have in your roundup?
Do you want to come back and do that?
Yeah,
All
but
right.
first I'm going to tell you about Rook. Could you go get the award?
Oh yeah,
Major award.
Turkey of the Year award from the Center of the American Experiment, the 2025 Golden Turkey Awards.
In fact, I believe this will be the last day it's in studio with us because it has to go return and then it will be brought back when we announce the winner.
It's a traveling turkey.
Get it over here, right here. There it is.
There we go.
Do not play the music part of this.
Damn it. That's my next
Look
thing.
at that thing. Isn't that a beauty? And you can vote right now. You can vote for Walls racking up a phony legal bill. Are these real? These are real $100 fake bills. These are real. Is that real? Are these real $100 bills? Huh?
Yeah, what'd you take?
Turkeys could fly.
Oh, okay. In prop, we trust. These are not real.
Okay, let me clean up the
You know what, though?
here.
Take it to the CVS over here and see if you can get away with it.
Probably could there.
I didn't hit the button.
So you can do the voting right
This looks
now.
like Joe's payday.
Gold Line Bus Project, $1 million bathrooms, river surfing on the Rum River, Walls' $430,000 legal bill. The voting is underway. Help decide which project deserves the 2025 Golden Turkey Award. Visit AmericanExperiment.org to cast your vote.
Where did Benjamin's at?
Here's a man who spends hours in hardware stores, sifting through the nuts and bolts of life. Joe Souchere.
Let's talk about Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Awaken180weightloss.com. That's 180, by the way. Had my check-in with Emma this morning. By the way, the coaching is what makes this program so spectacular. She's awesome. She really is. And you know what she does, Joe? She motivates. That's what Emma does.
I would think that's crucial.
And it's a great program. If you're looking to lose a couple of pounds, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is here for you. It's a lifestyle change. You do eat to lose weight with a great program. And you've got all sorts of items that you can select from their website at awaken180weightloss.com. And it's proven. 844-346-1800. That's the phone number for that free consultation. And like I mentioned, you do weekly check-ins. My coach is Emma. She's amazing. And she actually was very jealous because she wanted to see the Northern Lights, but she lives in Connecticut, so she can't see the Northern Lights. But she was very jealous of all the social media posts. Right. Anyway, you eat to lose weight. It's a program that's worked for thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and it will work for you as well. There's no complicated tracking. There's no medications. You just eat to lose weight. And I'm already down almost 10 pounds. It's been
This woman lives in Connecticut?
Yeah, that's where the program is based out of.
Well, they should have been able to see him. It was the whole upper third of the U.S.
She couldn't see them because they had cloud cover.
She's blind. Plus, she's blind.
Well, I hope that's not the case.
She's not. Anyway, awaken180weightloss.com. Please do me a favor and mention that you heard about him here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Where are we going with this Mysterian Roundup?
Where would you like to start? Do you want to start on the West Coast? Do you want to start on the East Coast? Does it really matter?
I want to start Seattle.
Let's do that.
Let's do Seattle.
Joe, the fine folks of Seattle, I think this is going to fall into the Joe Soucheray theory. They're going to regret the mayor they didn't reelect by hiring a different crackpot.
Huh?
You know, this is a woman who is just as proud as punch to be a socialist. I believe she
lives at home.
Well, I don't know that.
Oh, no, she does.
She's married and got a kid.
Oh, well, I'm seeing that she admits that this is Seattle's new mayor.
She gets help from her parents.
Well, one of you look up the name. I don't have it associated with this particular piece, the name of the new mayor-elect in Seattle. But she's a socialist, as Joe mentioned, who admits that she lives off of monthly checks from her parents. And she says, ladies and gentlemen...
No, you got to... No.
Katie Wilson.
Thank you.
Katie Wilson, yep.
And she says, Joe, that she will not allow grocery chains to close stores in her city.
Okay.
Access to affordable, healthy food is a basic right. We cannot allow giant grocery chains to stomp all over our communities, close stores at will, and leave behind food deserts. Together we can build a Seattle where fresh food is for everyone, not just for those who can afford it. Food deserts are not natural. Corporations create them when they abandon our communities. As mayor, I'm excited to step up and with UFCW explore public option grocery stores to fill those gaps.
I should point out, too.
In other words, city-owned grocery stores.
I should point out she's standing at a podium in front of a street with a bunch of campaign people behind her with Katie Wilson for mayor. And on the podium, it says, fresh food for all.
And you don't think a honey badger could get elected?
She's the co-founder and executive director of the Transit Riders Union,
which means nothing.
A Democratic membership organization that has become a powerful voice for working people across Seattle and King County.
I've read about her. She is
she's nuts.
She has no experience doing anything.
Not,
No,
she's
I know
very plain looking.
Very plain looking.
Yeah, very plain looking.
Yeah.
It's neither here nor there.
No,
it really isn't. It really
not,
isn't.
But I mean, it's she's not helping herself out.
Let's just pause there for a moment.
Yes, sir.
You got a taste of this when
Kansas City?
Cub closed its Midway store.
Oh, yeah.
Right here in St. Paul. You got a taste of the kind of dangerous thinking. See, that to me is more alarming than a lot of things. The dangerous thinking of the least diverse city council in America, the St. Paul City Council, all of whom, there's a guy on there now, but he thinks the same as they do. They all have the DSA ideology. They might claim not to be DSA members, but they had a tirade that this was Cub's fault that Cub closed. No, it was an unruly clientele, repeated police calls. It's the behavior of people. The conditions exist because of the people we elect to result in a populace of uncivilized, immoral, unethical people. That's why Cub closed. Cub didn't close because they weren't making any money because they had to spend too much time watching their backs.
Policing.
So that's why Cub closed. And these idiots who think the city-run grocery store is the answer are just, I'm sorry, they're stupid. They're just stupid.
Leave this building, head east towards that direction.
Yeah.
And look at everything that's closed between here and there just on University alone, right? The Walmart closed on University.
I wonder why there's not a run on Asian grocery markets.
Maybe there will be under the new mayor.
No, I bet the Asian people police their grocery store quite soundly and say, you have to pay for that rice.
I've got some words on the new mayor, but I'll wait till after the Mysterian Roundup.
Let's check in with our guy, Senator John Fetterman, Joe. He was on...
We're going to East now again.
Yeah, he was on... We're going to kind of go all over the place
all right.
here. But he was on CNN and basically saying, boy, the left are a bunch of meanies.
Mm-hmm.
Quote, I've drunk deeply of the venom of both the left and the right. As a connoisseur, I can confirm that the most poisonous, the bitterest, is from the far left. That is pretty remarkable to hear you say that as an elected Democrat. Why?
No. It's just been my personal experience on this thing. And when I asked my digital team, I said, we're on all the platforms. Really, what's kind of the harshest? What's kind of the most personal? And the answer was immediate. He said, "Oh, blue sky. It's blue sky." And the difference is, the right would say really rough things and names. Some names I won't repeat on TV. But the on the left, it was like they want me to die, or that we're cheering for your next stroke. Or that's terrible that depression won. Why couldn't it depression won? And I hope your kids find you. They even have like the graphic, a GIF where they have like a stroke, in your head, cheering at that. Yeah, and they said that. I remember one. They claimed, the doctor let us down, and why did they have to save his life? Just really like. I just can't imagine. People are wishing, I wish he dies, or I want him to die.
The party of tolerance.
Weren't the same kinds of posts issued after Kirk died, after Kirk was assassinated?
Yes, that's very true, Joe. Yeah. That's very true.
I think the distinction he's drawing is he said the right's pretty bad, but they're not calling for the death of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would play I'll play this clip after I tell you what it's about. A Somalian television show. We're going to head back home just for a brief moment.
That's fine.
And U.S. Representative Ilhan Omar, Joe.
I'm aware of her.
She introduced on April 20th of 2023 the H.R. 2777 piece called the School Meals During School Closures Act. The School Meals During School Closures Act.
Mm-hmm.
And would you like to know where they announced that from as you listen to Miss Omar?
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Horta aad iyo aad aan ugu faraxsanahay in maanta safari aan soo gaarnay. Safari in ay tahay meelaha sayti oo diyaarinayo cunto maalin kasto.
Really?
Maalintii kaliyo safari waxay cunto siisaa 2,300 oo ciyaal ah iyo familkooda.
Sure.
Taas waa mid muhiim ah. Sida aad u ogtihiin dhalinyaro badan gaajo ku nool wadankaneyti ama familkooda fursad u helin.
That's on the left side.
Go bleep yourself.
Joe,
what?
The video in which you see her handing out these prepackaged meals with, the covered tins and all that stuff, and she's doing the photo op where she's setting them in the cars and whatnot. Well, that was all taking place at the Safari restaurant.
Oh, that's kind of ground central to a lot of food fraud.
And
stuff.
I am sure that is just purely coincidental. I am sure she had nothing to do with all of the food fraud programs that have existed in this state since COVID.
You're that sure, huh? I'm not sure. I'm just not sure.
Should I say what I said to you an hour?
If you want to get elected, somebody said, you got to go through the Safari.
You have to go through the Safari.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Yeah, it's the only way.
I will bet, my life savings is about $28.
Right, I'm negative.
But there's zero chance that she is not involved. There's zero chance.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, of course.
Yeah.
This one I didn't play for you earlier.
Okay.
Because I want your reaction.
All right. Is it germane to what we've been discussing?
Mysterian Roundup.
Right. Is this a Mysterian thing?
Oh, I'll say.
Yeah.
Let's head to the BBC.
The BBC.
And this is a news reporter. I'll get her name in just a moment. But
they added Trump to make him look worse.
Yeah,
the BBC
did.
does.
They really did. Yeah. You ready? This is a 27-second clip.
Now, a transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk.
Stop.
That's according to...
She said milk?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, a transgender woman's milk is just as good for babies as breast milk. That's according to a letter from the medical director at University Hospital Sussex NHS Foundation Trust. The claim was made as part of a response against campaign groups. The trust referred to studies and the World Health Organization guidance, including one case which found what it called no observable effects in babies fed by induced lactation.
Caption this particular video reads, boy, we sure had a good run, guys.
This used to be one hell of a world.
Yeah. Remember that?
You want to hear it again?
That's another reason why this meaningless ordinance in St. Paul has no impact on it.
Hey,
right.
Rookie here for transgender milk.
You know, it's just as good as the regular stuff.
Let's go. I mean, what the hell?
You got to get it at a co-op.
Do they pay
probably.
cash?
I don't know.
Okay.
I saw that last night.
I thought you said you had a touchdown.
That's
transgender
milk.
I thought you literally had a touchdown.
Oh, I saw that last night. I went, I'm not even going to tell him I'm playing this on the show. I'm just going to spring it on him.
I got to get back to Kali Her.
Where does she stand on transgender milk?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even like the concept of that.
What are you picturing?
I'm not. I'm trying not to.
Not milky.
No, we don't
white
need to know what you're picturing.
crusty.
I don't want to know what you're picturing.
Yellowish.
Oh, Matt.
Not seeing pure milk.
This is from...
No, you know what I'm picturing? I'm sorry. It's the scene from Napoleon Dynamite where it's like, this one looks like it got into an onion patch.
This is from Dave. I'm back on. I'm doing the show. I'm doing the show now.
Serious.
Right. Right. Yep. Don't look at him. That's part of your problem.
See? Come on, Napoleon.
And don't look at him.
I'm looking at you, honey.
Honey badger me.
Don't care.
This is getting back to Kali Her, who I'll read this and then I'll tell you why I'm reading it. Joe, this is from Dave Arundel. Joe, I listened intently to your interview with new St. Paul Mayor Kaoli Her. You are a great interviewer and ask great questions. Her is educated. She has benefited from the American dream. She is intelligent and will certainly be 10 times better than her predecessor. But I listened carefully to her answers. Woven throughout her answers were the core liberal beliefs. More government is needed for all of us to prosper. The government knows best when it comes how to spend money, including my money. The government should provide a cradle-to-grave safety net for all citizens, regardless of their contribution to improving their own lives. This means free childcare, free health care, free education, free housing, free. Well, we all know there is no such thing. This means we should all give more and more of our income and money to the government, and they will decide how to redistribute it more fairly among the citizenry. Her may be the most dangerous of all politicians. She is super smooth, well-spoken, and likable, while subtly disguising the fact that her program is more government, more spending, more cradle-to-grave government control of our lives. Be careful with her, Joe. Be very careful. Okay. First of all, the emailer already admitted in his third sentence that she's going to be 10 times better than Melvin.
Yes.
All right. I happen to agree with that.
I would agree with that. I believe that.
I told you 100 times, you meaning the audience, I don't dispute her leftist bona fides. She has them. But I'm hanging my hat on the fact that she is going to be at least a competent and efficient leftist, unlike virtually all leftists. She's bringing to the table a knowledge that no current politician in Minnesota has. Zero. None of them have the experience she's had in a tough, competitive world of of banking and investment. No current sitting politician. They've all done nothing, relatively speaking, compared to her. So that's what I'm betting on.
I wouldn't even say relatively speaking.
Well, no, there are people who've had successful law careers and whatnot in the legislature, but take the 2 city councils of either town, 0.
Yes.
Take the 2 mayors of either town, 0. Here comes somebody that took a look around and said, this can be done better. If that means the leftism can be done better, I continue to believe she will do it more intelligently and with more responsibility.
Okay.
I don't deny anything that this guy says, although I didn't pick up the cradle to grave bit in the interview. I didn't pick that up. I'd have to re-listen to it.
Okay.
What I picked up is, yes, she's smooth, she's glib, she is likable. For all I know, she's difficult to work with. But if she's difficult to work with, it's because people are not going to be accustomed to what she expects.
She cares.
Regardless,
I don't know about what.
I mean, she might be a committed lefty, but she's going to look at the balance sheet in that town and say, what the hell have you people been doing?
This doesn't work.
This is ridiculous. Yeah. That's my hope. Don't misunderstand me, Dave, and the rest of the GLers. I don't doubt for a moment she's a committed lefty. I don't think she's a Mysterian. There's a difference. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to read that because apparently people think I'm just head over heels. No, I'm head over heels with the prospect of some efficiency. And I don't doubt this about her. I believe she's a hard worker.
Yes.
I believe she's going to go to the office every day. We got a mayor that doesn't even show up. That's what I'm talking about, because on account of, I'll tell you why. You can do that if you want.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and he feels fine. Joe Souchere.
Let's talk about We Are Nuts and WeAreNutsMN.com. Handmade right here in the great state of Minnesota. It's small batch snacks made for everybody. Here's the deal right now, ladies and gentlemen. You've got until tomorrow to order those gift tins to get them by Christmas. You go to WeAreNutsMN.com. You can download the corporate gifting catalog. It's right there on the homepage. You pick your tins. You send them your gift list, and then they're going to pack, personalize, and then ship each tin, even with custom enclosure cards featuring your company's logo and also your personal message. And also right now, courtesy of We Are Nuts and WeAreNutsMN.com, we have breaking news. They are now available throughout all of the Cub Foods locations. Unfortunately, the one that Joe mentioned that closed, they are not going to be there, but Quick Trip's got them. Fratelloni's Hardware and Garden Stores has now got them. Absolutely. It's the best snacks. And you know what? Who doesn't want first-class snacks for Christmas?
I love snacks.
Maple bourbon toffee almonds.
I want first-class snacks for today.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You were gifted the cashews yesterday.
Yes.
How much of that tube is left?
Half.
Whoa.
Half of them already.
Well, I poured them in the communal nut bowl.
Oh, okay. So you were sharing.
Yeah.
You were sharing your nuts.
Yeah.
That's good for you. The maple bourbon toffee almonds, those are probably my personal favorite. My boys love the cinnamon toffee peanuts, but it doesn't matter. The hot nuts.
What are those chocolate things?
The chocolate almonds?
Oh, I got to get some.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Those are phenomenal.
But you can see everything on their website. Like I said, so Quick Trip is now in the mix. Cub Foods is in the mix. Kowalski's, Lunds and Barley's, all your Fratelloni's Hardware and Garden Stores, and Max Hardware as well. But they're a great family-owned operation, and they've been a proud supporter of the Garage Logic podcast. WeAreNutsMN.com. Joe, I aired.
Yeah,
boy.
I did forget one piece of audio in Mysterian Roundup that I do think you should hear.
It's relevant.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, this portion, which would be Johnny Heights Newscast, is brought to us by our friends at North American Banking Company. Governor Tim Walz, who refuses to come on our show, he was on NPR.
Okay.
And he was asked about
recipes?
Fraud.
Fraud.
Ready?
Was this recently?
Yes.
I'm going to ask them to think about things like increased penalties for these types of crimes. And I think some of them border very closely on organized crime, where we got the federal government involved, these RICO crimes and things. So yes, the answer is yes. Until we stop this, and I think every business would tell you this, we can do more. These folks try and stay one step ahead of us. We in government need to be given the authority. In some cases, we're pretty certain these people are doing it, but we don't have the authority to stop it. You know, look, in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. In these types of situations, maybe we need a pause.
Maybe you're not guilty,
but we're pretty darn sure this isn't right. Let's put a pause on it. And if we're wrong, we'll make up the difference at the time. But the way the system works is now
This is ridiculous.
Who are these people?
We don't have the authority to stop it.
You're a liar, Walls. On top of all your other sins, you're lying. You had the authority to stop this 5 years ago.
Once again, thank you to NPR. That was audio from NPR.
And talking fast like that is an affectation that's hiding something. It's covering something up. He just rattles through things, and he thinks that sounds good. It doesn't. It sounds ridiculous.
He actually had the balls to say we don't have the authority to stop fraud.
Well, you have the authority to hire the right people, Walls. You have the authority to hire people who aren't stupid.
You know what he is saying there? Well, this is just out of my hands. This is a federal level deal.
This just happened. This is they're too slick for us.
I was too busy campaigning for VP to pay attention.
Well, that's literally true. Can I finish a thought on Calais Her?
Yes, sir.
Who are we all kidding? She was in this town. You're not going to get a GLer running for mayor. Mike Hilborn might have been close. Okay. But he's so unknown, he didn't have a prayer. You're not going to get a conservative voice to run for an office
ever
in Minneapolis and St. Paul. These towns put a fork in these towns. The only hope you can have is for the best lefty, right?
The one that's not nuts.
Settle for the right.
In Elmore Leonard's novels, the good guys in his novels, which I think are fantastic, the good guy was always the best of the bad guys. That was the good guy.
Okay.
Was the best bad guy.
I wouldn't call her a bad guy.
No, but I'm saying the only thing you can hope for in the Twin Cities is to get the best lefty.
Yes.
That's all you got.
Which is what happened.
That's all you and that happened.
Yeah.
That's all you can get.
The days of Norm Coleman, Randy Kelly.
They're not coming back.
That was cut off. We're done with that.
So that concludes my Calais. How did she say it? Calais Her. Yeah. Her husband Kong, who she calls King.
What's up, King?
I have an environmental observation that I'd like to make. Because you know, secretly, even though I haven't had a relationship with trees,
here's today's environmental statistic.
I'm pro-tree and
very, very well established.
Yeah.
To the point where you hugged a 300-year-old tree.
Researchers with the university, I didn't hug it.
You gave it a pat.
A light hump.
Well, I didn't hump it. I put my arm around it.
Dry hump.
Yeah. Researchers with the University of Minnesota recently made an unfortunate discovery.
Oh, no.
A water mold that has devastated forests along the West Coast has made its way to Minnesota. The U of M revealed Tuesday that the sudden oak death pathogen was detected for the first time in Minnesota back in July at a Hennepin County nursery. 2 months later, the Minnesota Department of Agriculture, the MDA, confirmed the sample was Phytophthora ramorum, the sudden oak death pathogen.
So it's attacking oak trees?
Yeah, here's what I want.
That's serious.
Stop looking for this stuff.
What do you mean?
Wait, you keep finding this stuff.
We want to.
We're losing. Just don't worry about it.
We don't want to lose oak trees, though.
No, but you're not.
I thought you said you had a euphorian comment or an environmental comment.
I am. My environmental comment is how many oak trees are going to be cut down unnecessarily?
I got it. I know exactly what this is.
You're saying a preemptive strike.
I know exactly what this is.
What?
This is analogous to the tirade you had with Patrick about pitching injuries in baseball. That wasn't an injury 15 years ago. Stop looking for stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, maybe oak trees, it's like getting a cold.
It's like
maybe they get over it.
You know what it is? Thoracic outlet syndrome.
Speaking of which, now we're supposed to believe McCarthy has a sore hand. Why did they just tell us he's not any good?
Yeah, my wife asked me that. What does it mean if he's questionable?
His toe, that took a month for his toe.
Ankle.
Whatever. And now, hey, I think it's broken.
Oh, my arm.
Oh, my arm. Yeah. The other guy's damn near dead. Carl Wentz or whatever his name is.
Good old Carl.
He just went through the airport the other day.
What's his name?
Carson.
Carson Wentz.
Yes, sir.
That poor guy played with a body cast. And now you're telling me, don't look for these diseases. Lost every bleeping elm tree in town.
Hey, we got to find something. We got a grant.
Well, here's the problem. Doesn't it stand to reason that all trees are susceptible, I suppose, to some affliction? They're a growing thing on Earth, so stuff happens. Quit looking for it. I don't want to lose it. Don't tell me they got the death stare.
Do we need a spray or something? Is it a worm?
Well, now the U of M says we think this is an isolated incident and that we destroyed the infected situation.
Matthew, are you aware that trees are not native to Minnesota?
I did not know that. I thought we had trees here.
Look at a picture of any golf course from 1900. There are no trees on it.
Did he just suck you into that? Did he just
I think he did.
Super supreme.
You know, I'm not even going to look over there. I think I just got taken.
I think he just got you.
And now you got these morons and the trees grow.
Hey, this one's not healthy.
They go cut them all down again.
Are gone. With the elm trees.
We've had the sudden oak death pathogen on our radar, says the U of M. Well,
okay.
Take it off your radar. Don't look at your radar. This early detection shows our biosurveillance methods are working and can reduce the potential impacts of the pathogen and many others to cause damage to our natural resources. Okay, I know you're doing the Lord's work, and I'm happy you care about trees and everything, but I swear to God, the more you look, the more you're going to find something. Mm-hmm. Quit looking. Mm-hmm. I don't want to lose any oak trees.
Of course, they're majestic. I'll give you that. That's a good word for them.
Your maples, there's a lot of deadbeat maples out there.
Maples grow like weeds.
That's a weed tree. Yeah. I have great news for GLers. To offer you something hopeful.
On Positive Thursday?
Yeah, to offer you something
Bring us some great
hopeful.
News on Positive Thursday, please.
I have to thank
I could use that.
Jim Schwartz, who alerted me to. I saw an auction listing, he writes, for a going-out-of-business hardware store in Boscobel, Wisconsin.
Really?
Lots of neat stuff and reminders of old-school hardware stores with things like RCA TV repair manuals and shelf after shelf of major appliance and furniture repair parts, stuff that is all but extinct in today's disposable world. Now here, you can go to Wisconsin /catalog/ I'm not going to give you all this because I bet you can find it by just going.
Yeah.
I bet you can find it just by going to Boscobel, Wisconsin hardware store auction. And Boscobel is, I looked it up. It's BOSCOBEL.
Google.
And for GLers in the metro area, that's an easy drive. It's equidistant between Prairie du Chien to the east and Madison to the west. You just go right down the river and bing, bang, boom.
Okay.
And I looked it up. Go to the website of the auction, and it's page after page after page of stuff that just isn't around anymore.
Sorry if I missed it. What was the name of the store? Does it have it in that piece?
I think it's
just the town's name's hardware store.
No, he thinks it's formerly a Gamble's store.
Okay,
I'm not sure what the name.
Might be a family name then, I would assume.
But it's been in business for more than 90 years.
Wow,
a family business, and it's going out of. It's going. They want to retire finally. But this generation of the family has had enough, and they're going to retire. And the town was featured. Well, this brings it right back to GL. Are you ready?
Yes.
The town was mentioned in the 1999 David Lynch biographical road drama, The Straight Story. Alvin Strait.
Yeah.
Alvin Strait, who has there's a bronze sculpture of Alvin on his John Deere in downtown Garage Logic.
Yes, there is.
When Iowa farmer Lyle Strait, played by Richard Farnsworth, asked a local priest if he knew the whereabouts of Lyle's brother, played by Harry Dean Stanton, so that at the end, remember that Alvin left Iowa on about a 1966 John Deere tractor, all based on a true story.
Yes.
He became a hero to GLers. Alvin traveled, slept on the ditches at night, and traveled all the way from where he was in Iowa to Bescobel, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Did you say it's
to find his brother?
Yes.
Sorry. Did you say Gasser? Is that what you said? This is a huge store.
Gasser.
Is that what the name of the...
I never gave you a name. I said it is thought to be formerly a Gamble store.
Oh, Gamble. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said...
Yeah, I don't know.
I looked up hardware stores in Bescobel.
Well, how many are there?
There's just this one that was listed on the website. That's why I thought this is the one you're referring to. I apologize.
Well, then Google hardware auction, Bescobel, Wisconsin, and see if you come up with the same hardware store.
I am not seeing anything on Google.
Well,
there's the one that comes up is just a True Value, and this is a Gasser True Value hardware store in Bescobel.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. GLers, do your own homework, but it's Bescobel, Wisconsin. Do we have a date on the auction? When is the auction? It's ongoing. It's underway.
Online, I bet. You know, the thing is, Joe,
maybe it is online. I don't know.
If this store was owned in Seattle, they'd be forced to stay open.
And give away stuff. Where are we today?
It's Krogan's Do It Best store.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
924 Wisconsin Ave, Bescobel, Wisconsin.
There it is. See, we got a guy that knows how to use the computer.
And the auction closing, it goes to 6 o'clock on Sunday.
Really?
Yes.
Well, and Saturday, GLers could go down and get real deals.
Look at this.
Yes, I'm telling you.
2 for 1, 5 to 6?
No, they have...
2 fork.
Hey.
2 fork.
Look at this. They have vintage tabletop radios and stuff.
Yeah.
This is... Oh, okay, you know what?
How long have they been sitting in the basement?
They got cool stuff on here.
How far is it?
I think I said that.
Up the river? What'd you say? Down the river?
It's down the river. It's between Prairie du Chien and Madison.
Oh, forget that. That's
Look at these tools,
It's
Joe.
in the driftless area.
That's what we call it.
Uh-oh. Vintage flashlights.
Do they really? Ooh.
What do they call vintage? Like a Duracell?
And they've got a cool old
legit?
oil
Gabe,
lamp.
Is it legit?
Yeah.
Their stuff on here is pretty cool.
Oh.
I'm definitely buying something.
Okay,
Those are legit flashlights.
I put the word out. All I can do is tell you about
it. His work here is done.
I'm doing a show with a guy that might have an interest in some of this stuff.
Is that today you're doing
Yes,
that?
it is.
Can I tell you this? We're traveling now with the Traveling Lymans, and we are in port in Cape Town, South Africa. We've put in for the day. Doesn't it feel good? I was glad to get off the boat and just get my land legs again.
I just want you to know I put in for the day at about 12:02.
Did you?
Yeah.
You gave us that much?
Yeah.
The Traveling Lymans.
2 minutes is all I can give today.
WorldwideWaftage.com. Only because they come to us today, all the way from Port of Call in Cape Town, South Africa. It was on this day.
Joe, today is November 13th.
In 1833, Charles M. Loring was born in Portland, Maine. As Minneapolis Park Commissioner from 1883 to 1890, he was a principal player in the development of the city's systems of parks, public grounds, and children's playgrounds. He was the driving force behind the creation of Victory Memorial Drive. Loring Community School is named for him. Central Park was renamed Loring Park, also in his honor. On this day,
November 13th,
in 1891, Floyd B. Olson was born in Minneapolis. He was the first farmer labor governor serving from 1931 until his death on August 22nd, 1936. Boy, he didn't live a long life, did he? No. He died and he's only 45 years old. He is remembered for implementing New Deal policies and for his skilled negotiating during the 1933 Hormel strike in Austin and the 1934 Teamster strike in Minneapolis. It was on this day.
Joe, today is November 13th.
In 1970, police arrested Ronald Reed, a 20-year-old suspect in an Omaha bank robbery on charges of conspiracy to kidnap Governor Harold Levander and St. Paul City Councilwoman Rosalie Butler and hold them for hostage with African-American political prisoners. Police connected Reed to the Black Panther Party, but Emory Douglas, the Black Panthers' national minister of culture, denied Reed's membership in the party. Reed, an ROTC member at the U of M, was held in Ramsey County Jail on a $150,000 bond, the highest in the state's history. I remember that vaguely. So Ronald Reed, who was a suspect in an Omaha bank robbery, he wanted to kidnap the governor and Rosalie Butler to let out some of his black prisoners that he was fond of. All right.
Butler was the Butler Mansion, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
On this day in sports disappointment history.
Who'd we lose to on November 13th?
Well, in 1985, Lorne Henning threw a water bottle at a referee.
I remember that.
He would have been a North Stars coach, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't remember that name at all.
Oh, yeah.
On this day,
November 13th,
in 2020, the Gopher, Iowa, had a timeout urinating contest.
Oh, my God.
Do you remember?
Oh, heavens, yes.
We figured we'd take...
PJ was getting his ass kicked and called a timeout, so then Kirk Ferentz started calling timeouts on the other side.
That's funny.
Was PJ here 5 years ago?
PJ's been here since... This is PJ's 8th year.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
He really turned the program around, didn't he?
Yeah.
So that apparently had something to do with Floyd of Rosedale?
Well, they were playing Iowa, and they were not playing well. They were getting their butts kicked like they normally do to the Hawkeyes, and instead of just letting the clock run down, PJ was calling timeouts to make the score a little bit closer.
Well, he always protects the margin of defeat.
And Ferentz got so mad, and he was like, okay, fine, I'll call timeout too. Is that going to help you? Yeah. It was very funny.
Thank you, GLers.
Hey, how are ya? Hi.
Let's get it on.
Yeah. Do us a favor if you haven't done so already. Hit subscribe on the Garage Logic YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Garage Logic has a YouTube channel, and you can watch the show each and every single day starting right around noon. And you can also see full segments, video shorts, behind-the-scenes footage. It's all there for you. Just search Garage Logic on YouTube. And you can also search for us on all of our social media channels, which includes Facebook, Instagram, and X. And you can also sign up for the Daily Logician. That's an email that comes right to your inbox each and every single day, and it includes the most recent episode of the podcast. Find out more and sign up today at garagelogic.com. It is time once again that we check in with our guy, Mr. Money Talk. Josh Arnold is with us once again right here in Garage Logic. And now is the time for you to do the same. So do not delay. Do exactly what I did and pick up that phone and dial 952-925-5608. That number once again is 952
925-5608. When you call that number, you're going to get Josh, and he is there for you for that free, yes, I use the word free, 48-minute financial consultation with absolutely zero obligation. And he will always give you the straight talk. He will never give you the sugar-coated advice, and he is on the line with us once again right here in Garage Logic. And Josh, a lot of news today regarding rights and whatnot. TKO has struck a deal to air UFC events. And what's the latest with Disney and YouTube? Oh my goodness.
Okay, well let's start with some of the negative news right now. The Dow Jones and the S&P 500 and Nasdaq are down a lot today, and we've had an awful lot of Fed speak, and then we've had some earnings news this week, and of course the government has decided to reopen, which is, that to me is the biggest positive around. News reports, say the Democrats cave or the Republicans cave, and it's the end of the world for this person or that person within the political spectrum. And the fingers keep pointing one way or the other. It's all about health care. And healthcare costs are going up. Well, we've gone over this before. Healthcare costs have been going up, and the cost of insurance has continued to go up, whether it's been under Obamacare or other reasons for healthcare costs going up. More people have been utilizing medical services, and those costs have gone up. Anytime you use more services, the insurance companies have got to pay, and they recover that through higher premiums. If anybody in Washington did not know that in July, well, I'm going to say they really should not be in office, or they should fire people that work for them, because this guy in little old Edina, Minnesota, saw his health insurance premiums and notices thereof of them rising started happening in July of this year, and that's well before any government shutdown. Facts still remain that, without really going into politics, but the Democrats put forth several years ago a sunset provision for the COVID era extra benefits to sunset at the end of this year. Period. It is not anybody's fault but theirs that they put this in. If they wanted to extend them, they had plenty of opportunity to extend them either anytime this year or anytime last year. End of story with that. The government is now reopened, and benefits at least for the Department of Agriculture and SNAP, those benefits and the funding has been extended over a year. Veterans benefits have been extended over a year. And, of course, Congress has agreed to fund itself for at least for another year. And we have got another continuing resolution that's got to be decided the end of January. Okay, enough with that part of the government, and that's limited effect right now on the market. Second, which has always had an impact on the market, is the direction of the Fed and the direction of interest rates. Now, since Fed speak has been allowed over the last week, several Fed governors, including the chairman, have questioned the need to cut interest rates further at the December meeting. That has created a little bit of different thinking on the part of Wall Streeters. Well, if interest rates don't get cut in December, woe is us. Sell stocks early, and we'll wait and see. Well, still have plenty of time before that meeting, but the Fed speakers, whether it's current Fed governors or this morning a former Fed governor, have said no real need right now to continue cutting short-term interest rates. The economy is strong, and inflation is still sticky. We've got a little bit of a sell-down. Additionally, some of the more expensive names that have been trading and have been doing very well, expensive on both the price to earnings and price to sales base, even though they have reported pretty good numbers and have raised their guidance. These stocks have been selling off as investors, large and small, we're either something's going down, we better sell before we lose it all. So these are companies, from big companies like Oracle or Microsoft or Tesla to smaller names. Palantir, a big favorite of mine that has done very, very well, and Robinhood, among others. These stocks have been volatile in the past. They are expensive, as I have said. They will, over time, I can't use the word will. They should, over time, do pretty well. But when the prices have risen very rapidly, you're going to see some pullback inevitably, and particularly as you approach the end of the year with people taking some profits, and again, fears of interest rates. So we have that going on. Going back to interest rates. Earlier this week, market went up on the belief that interest rates are coming down. With interest rates going up, well, that's hurting the large bank stocks. So J.P. Morgan and Goldman Sachs, members of the Dow, were up big yesterday, and they're down big today. And again, we're coming into a weekend, and you might have some fear and money going to the sideline. Meantime, Disney reported mixed results. So they beat on the bottom line. They were a little bit short on the top line. Their streaming service increased, but their linear TV decreased. Their sports and entertainment saw some very nice increases, that on the part of ESPN, but their travel business didn't do as well. Yet they did reiterate their guidance going forward. At some point, the stock could come down a little bit before moving up. I think at some point, their deal with YouTube and ESPN will end. And I do say, Disney, I don't think Disney is going to pay the fees that are wanted to be carried on YouTube. So you might have to go, instead of using YouTube, you might have to go back to Comcast, at least around here, to get ESPN, or go directly to Disney, stream ESPN through them. And then, as we've talked about the betting market, sports betting and predictions, earlier this week, another favorite company of mine, TKO, which owns Worldwide Entertainment, Worldwide Wrestling, a new boxing group, Zupa Boxing, and Ultimate Fighting, has cut a deal with Polymarket, which is one of the leading predictions markets, to offer predictions during live events featuring UFC fighters and Zupa box. That could be very interesting. And for all I know, that could extend out to viewers who are watching these bouts on Paramount Plus. Very, very interesting. With the predictions market. The predictions markets have just recently entered the sports world, but have been used previously for other events. So Polymarket is one of the bigger predictions market companies, along with Kelsey. Both are not publicly traded, but those that are publicly traded are within companies like Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, and recently DraftKings brought a predictions market company. Going to be very interesting indeed. And I still say, hey, keep the strategy that has been working, keeping up to 30% in cash and the balance invested in growth companies. You should do well over time.
Excellent advice as always, Mr. Money Talk. You heard him, GLers. Now is the time for you to pick up the phone and make the call for that free 48-minute financial consultation with absolutely zero obligation. And you do that just like I did by dialing 952-925-5608, where you always get straight talk and never, ever sugar-coated advice. Josh, once again, thank you so much for the time and the chat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Chris.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Chris Reavers is a paid endorsement.